Nobody. Everybody finds or creates a result. So if you think of yourself that, okay, this is the result I created, I don't like it, I go and review my process, and then I just change a part of the process or the entire process. And when you change the process, the result has to change. So it's just a matter of understanding what failure is all about. There is no such thing. We've given failure such a negative connotation that we think, oh, because I experienced rejection from this one client, all the clients are bad. We just generalize the thing and we come to this conclusion that this is not what is for me. I cannot do that. And this one should remind you that I can. I cannot. Okay, when you experience your beingness, or what you are, or when you have arrived, what happens? That's the last step again, which takes you back to the first step, and that is your thoughts. When you are, or when you have arrived, that's when your thinking process starts all over again, based on your result, whatever the result may be. So you start to think, okay, now this has been the creation of my work, this is the result, and now what happened? Now I start to think again, and then plan again, become again, run to strive again. The whole life, our whole life, is spent in between these 2 points. The first point of striving, and the second point of arriving. So you can either keep on striving all your life, without really thinking, without really reviewing your process, without really understanding what's happening.
Yes.
And that striving will keep you in that position where you are today. It's never going to take you out of there. There's always going to be a comfort level, and you'll never go through the comfort zone. So when you're in that level, you're always striving, and you'll never get your results. Never. The kind of results you always dream about, always talk about, always think about. Without action, nothing happens. So you think first, and you create, you plan. With planning, then you put that into action, or becoming, or striving. And from becoming, you go into expression. You express yourself. You go and tell the world, show the world what you're made of. Okay? And then you experience the feelings, because this is where the feelings come into the picture, what was discussed in The Secret. Because just thoughts alone have got no power. Thoughts plus feelings will get you moving. Will get the adrenaline flowing in your body, and it will start to make you think again. And start to give you ideas for action. Action will then get you to move. This movement alone, this striving process, will get you to express, will get you to talk about things. And again, experience those things. And the experience again will get you to who you are. Make you who you are. And this is a step-by-step process, what Napoleon Hill was trying to talk about in his Think and Grow Rich. Thinking is just not thoughts. Thinking is visualizing, is picturing events, picturing things, picturing all the process, the entire process, the plans, how to put them into action. And all that is what I have come up with as these steps, which explain what Think and Grow Rich is all about. I don't know whether that makes sense to you, does it? Yes. Is it any clearer than what Napoleon was trying to say? Not that I'm saying I'm doing anything better. He laid the seeds. He laid the foundation. Okay. The other thing I was talking to Alan about a little while ago was what Napoleon Hill...
Rajan, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
The six steps run: thinking, creating, planning, becoming.
Planning and becoming are the same.
Planning and becoming are the same, okay? So it's thinking, creation,
becoming, expression, experience, being, which takes you back to thinking again. Being who you are.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Napoleon Hill wrote another very interesting book called Your Right to Be Rich. And one of the things that he emphasized and admitted that if it was not for this thing, he would not have been successful. And that thing is cultivating or creating a mastermind room. Okay, that took, I think that was step number 2. The first, of course, is definiteness of purpose. You must have a goal. How many of you have read this book by Maxwell Maltz, The Psycho-Cybernetics? Has any of you read Psycho-Cybernetics? No? You know what Psycho-Cybernetics is? How many of you know what a torpedo is or a guided missile is? All of you, right? And all these, whether it's the torpedo or a guided missile, they are programmed to hit the target. Now this target is a moving target. Okay? It's not a stationary target where you pick up a gun or whatever and shoot and hit the target. This is a moving target. And our life is a moving target. We are all made in the shape and form of a guided missile. We're all programmed. Now, programming is left to us how we want to program ourselves or do what is necessary to reach our goals. So, first of all, we need to have a goal. If you don't have a goal, you cannot do anything about it. You must have one goal, just one goal. The one picture, the one image that you want in your life, the most important image, that gets you to think, what do I need to do to reach that? Whatever I'm doing today, in this moment, whatever I do, is it taking me one step closer to what my goal is, or one step back? So it all depends on your goal. You must have that one goal, and that goal can be to have a grand house, you know, a 10-bedroom house, or own a Rolls Royce, or have whatever it is that is, a family, a good family, riches, wealth, money in the bank, whatever it may be, that goal. But that goal must have emotions attached to it. Why do we need them? Stephen Covey, in 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talked about 3 things. 3 things that are absolutely essential for us to achieve our goals. First is knowledge. And knowledge is nothing but information. Not true really. Information by itself is just information. Information that is cooked at the right temperature, with the right ingredients, with the right spices to suit our taste, will then convert into knowledge. And information is actually made out of 3 words. The last 4 letters, A-T-I-O-N, or Ashan, the dictionary describes as the experience of. Okay? A-T-I-O-N is the experience of. The experience of being in form is information. And what do you get when you are in form?
Information.
Sorry?
Information.
You get informed when you are informed. And information is by itself, like I said, nothing unless you work on it. But you still need an ongoing flow of information on the subject matter of your goal. Okay? If you have it as an ongoing information that is on flow, just like a river, as long as the river is flowing, it will be fresh. Otherwise, you'll have stale water and you'll get nothing out of it. Okay? So you have this flow of information, and at the same time you're thinking, you're planning, you're working towards it, you're running to become, you're expressing yourself, you're experiencing whatever it is you're expressing, and you are becoming, you're being who you are, and you start your thinking process again. And while all this is happening, the information should be flowing all at the same time. And when that happens, it's converted into knowledge. That's the first step that Stephen Covey talks about. That knowledge, which is what most of us have. Degrees by itself is, in my opinion, schools only are there to give you information. They do not teach you how to convert it into knowledge. They leave it up to us as individuals to convert information into knowledge. Okay? And knowledge, once you have converted information into knowledge, then there's a third step where